You know that moment in a restaurant when your kid starts to lose it and the tablet feels like the only answer? I hit that moment the other night and I tried something different. I just wanted to see if I could. The hostess hands over menus and a small plastic tablet wrapped in a rubber case. "Do you want the kid's iPad?" she asks. I'm 40, first kid. I remember paper placemats you could draw on and the long, boring stretch where adults talked and you counted sugar packets. I also remember melting down in public. Both are true. There's a version of me that wants to pass the tablet and skip the scene. There's another version that keeps asking, "Can you be steady when it's loud?" I say, let's try without it. My voice is steady, but I can hear the gamble. The hostess nods, like she's seen this go both ways. We get crayons. My kid draws a circle that keeps turning into a potato. I draw a lopsided car. For a few minutes, it's fine. We make a game of it. Every potato gets a name. He laughs at Sir Spudley. I breathe. We might make it. Then the room gets louder. Somewhere, a plate drops. He flinches. "Can I have the game?" he asks. "Not tonight," I say. His face folds. He kicks the chair leg, once, then again. People look and look away. I feel heat in my neck and that old pressure in my chest that says, "Fix this fast." I want to hand him the tablet and buy the room some quiet. I also want to be the kind of dad who can stand inside a hard minute and not make it someone else's job. I put my hand flat on the table so he can see it's not going anywhere. "We can step outside," I say, "and come back." He says no, but it's soft. He's not sure which way to go. I start a game I used to play with my brother. It's not clever. I spy something red. He looks around. "Ketchup." "Yep." He breathes out. The chair stops shaking. We keep going. Salt, exit sign, the server shoes that squeak. The food takes longer than I want. He says I'm bored 3 times. Each time, I feel that push in my chest again, like I should fix boredom the way you fix a leak. I don't. I say, "Me too. Want to find blue?" He points at the water glass, proud like he invented it. A family at the next table laughs big and suddenly. He startles. I name what I see. Loud. Still together. I tap the table twice. He taps twice back. The fries arrive. He eats 2, then hands me one that's bent like a half smile. "This one is yours," he says. It's nothing, and it's everything. We're sitting at the same table again. When the check comes, we don't race for the door. We take our time with napkins and crumbs that never quite leave the surface. On the way out, he slips his hand into mine without looking up. I don't say anything. I don't want to pin the moment to a speech. Outside, the air is warm. The door closes behind us with that heavy restaurant thud, like a job done. Not perfectly, but done. In the seatbelt light, I think about the tablet. I'm not starting a rule book tonight. I'm just noticing that I could stand there, inside the noise, and not break. That feels new. At 40, new and late and on time, all at once. If there's a line I want to keep, it's this. I can stay with you when it's hard.